it's time for your AHA Comets to take the ice.
Test. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Drops.
I keep double. That's why I want the intercom system, which will cost me $800. Put a new piece on that? I tried.
Happy November, Comet fans. We've got the Comet 14 new Comets versus the Palmer Pioneers. Looks like both teams are cleaning up the pucks after a warm-up, and we're going to do a cheer, and we'll get this game underway. Palmer Pioneers, we have seen this squad before. A couple weeks ago, these played each other. Connor Dickey is getting set in the net. Coach is giving them a little hype up before we get underway. Looks like we got Cooper, Pup, and Bennett Gastrock, Alan Heyman up front. Darren Peddington and Bruce back on defense. All right. First face-off of the night. Bennett Gastrock's going to take that one. We got Puck coming back into the Comet zone. Bruce back in for pressure. Peddington's going to tap that one up. Bennett will get a hold of it. Taps that over to Callan. Callan slides that one deep into the zone. That's going to slide along the boards behind the net. Going to get past Cooper's stick. Palmer Pioneers will take over and bring it back out to center ice. Comets turn that one around. Palmer in control, sends that one up the ice into the zone. Darren Pennington is going to grab that one, come out to neutral ice. That one pops back to Callan. Callan into the zone. We got a line change by the Comets. All right. Jeremy, Bruce, Tavish out on the ice forward. We got Leo and Bruce back deep. Frank, Jeremy, and Tab up front. Bruce towards the net. That'll go just wide. Jeremy's going to chase that one down. That one comes out to the circle. Comets take another shot at it. That's going to hop high, wide over the net. Bruce holds the blue line, sends that one towards the net. Pioneer defender will pick that one up. Bruce back at the blue line. Palmer breaks this one out of the ice. Fighting for control, neutral ice. That goes into the Comet zone. Whittle back to the corner for pressure. Whittle around behind the Comet net. That'll get scooped up by Tavish. Higher Pioneers send it to the net, and Connor will scoop that one up, so Connor, first shot on net for him tonight with the save. All right, we got, let's see, Gavin Dutton, William Campen, and McDade out on the ice. Hollenbach and Wayman back deep. Hollenbach to Campen. Campen up out of the zone. Moves past the defender. Tries to get a pass off to McDade. Palmer will turn him around. Back to center ice we go. Hollenbach into the zone under pressure. Campen's going to scoop that one up. McDade to Dutton. Dutton wide on the boards. Behind the net. Oh! Palmer slides that one out of the zone. Hollenbach to Campen. Campen into the zone. Palmer takes over. Oh, nice moves by number 6. That might be Diego. Diego over to Peddington. Peddington up the ice into the zone. We got a full line change by the Comets. Gastrock, Heyman, Pepin out up forward. Peddington and Diego back deep. Ooh, shot by Palmer. That'll go wide to the other side of the boards. Palmer sends this one into the zone, but they'll catch a man offside, so that'll come out for a new whistle. So we got Gastrock, Heyman, Pepin up front. Leo and Bruce back deep. Bennett for the face-off. That one's going to slide all the way back for an icing call on the Palmer Pioneers and come back into the offensive zone. All right, Leo and Bruce back deep. Front line changes out. So we got Whittle, Brody, and Gregerson. So Frank, Jeremy, and Tab up front. Frank back to Bruce. Bruce towards the goal. That'll be wide. Brody's going to chase that one down. Nice center. Backhand by Frank. Goalie will save. Nice back check by Frank. Holds the zone. Bruce sends it back deep into the zone. Jeremy's going to chase that one down. Jeremy trying to work this one around the center. That comes out to the blue line. Leo will hold the blue line. Frank from the blue line towards Brody. Brody will get a stick on it, but that'll go wide to the corner. Jeremy to Frank. Frank towards the goal. That'll get caught up in some white jerseys and not make it to the goalie. Frank with the backhand. Goalie with the save. Bruce towards the goal. Palmer holds tight. Good pressure in the zone from the Comets. Nothing drops for him yet. Hollenbach nice. Holds the blue line. McDade's going to swing this one around. Trying to work this one to Hollenbach. Hollenbach towards the goal. Palmer Pioneers defend. Comets send this one into the zone, but Palmer's going to take over and bring this one out to center ice. McDade into the offensive zone is going to dump that one deep. William Campen is going to chase that one down. Palmer breaks this one out. To center ice we go. All right, into the defensive zone. We got, let's see. Wayman's going to break that one out. Palmer takes over, brings it back to center ice, taps it into the Comet defensive zone. Wayman behind the Comet net, turns direction, sends it up the boards to McDade. Nice pass. McDade off to Hollenbach. Campen stays on side. Okay, Keddington towards the goal. Defense will hold. That one doesn't make it to the goalie. Palmer's breaks this one out. Oh, nice save by Connor. McDade to Dutton. Dutton gets turned around. Palmer into the zone. McDade with the turnover sends it towards the Comet zone, but that'll get pushed back to defense. Headington up to McDade. McDade in for pressure. Gastrock with the puck. Palmer comes away with it. Palmer, nice poke check by Leo. Forces the puck wide. Ooh, right in front of the net. Connor covers. All right, 7:36 remains in the first period. We got a score 0-0. We'll come out for a face-off in the defensive zone. We got Cooper, Bennett, Allen up front. Leo and Bruce back deep. Bruce behind the Comet net. Skates this one out of the zone. Got some speed. Through the first defender towards the net. Goalie will save on that one. Comets hold the zone. Goalie's going to cover. 7:02 remains in the first period. 0-0 score. Whittle, Frank. So Jeremy, Frank, and Tad out on the front line. Wayman and Hollenbeck back deep. Frank with the face-off towards Brody. Brody back to Wayman. Wayman towards the goal. That'll come off some white jerseys. Wayman to Frank. Frank over to Brody. Brody behind the net. Jeremy will take over. Tries to center. No one's there. Palmer forces that one deep to the boards. Okay, Tavish into pressure. Palmer breaks this one out. Connor with the save. Frank will take over. Frank with a little room. He's through the forwards. Loses the puck to one of the defenders. Nice back check by Frank. We had an offsides call on the Palmer Pioneers, so that'll bring out William Gavin and Max McDade, Darren and Diego back deep. Diego up to Campen. Campen towards Dutton. That one pops off his stick a little weird. Palmer turns it back into the zone. Palmer is back into the zone. Let's trying to break this one out. Palmer from the blue line. That'll go off Peddington's skate, go wide. Dutton chases that one down, loses it before he can get it through the blue line. Palmer shot, but that's going to go wide. Jaron with a nice turnover. He's gonna chase that one down. McDade coming up the boards. McDade, oh! Popping puck in front of the net. Bruce from the blue line. Oh, Bruce walks that one in. Palmer takes over. Breaks that one out. All right, Campen to McDade. McDade up, dumps it deep into the zone. We're going to have a line change from the forwards. We got Leo, Bruce, Allen, Pepin, and Gastrock out on the ice. Almer sends this one up the boards. Leo holds the blue line, sends it deeper into the zone. Pepin to Leo. Leo to Bruce. Bruce from the top of the circles puts one in the back of the net. Nice goal. So that'll be, should be Leo assist and Bruce with the goal. So Comets first on the board. Comets 1, Palmer Pioneers 0, 4-11 remains in the first period. All right, we got Pepin, Gastrock, Heyman up front, Sillers, and Bruce back deep. Palmer, oh, tries to work that one around. That one's going to go wide of the net. Gastrock working this one out of the zone. Oh, just barely catches Bruce offside, so that whistle will bring out Jeremy, Frank, and Brody. So we got Colby and Max Hollenbach back on D. Palmer working this one up to the blue line. Hollenbach taps that one back in. Frank is going to come around for pressure. Frank trying to work this one up to the center. Palmer comes away with it. Out of the zone. Nice back check by Frank. Hollenbach up the boards to Frank. Frank into the zone. Oh, backhand by Jeremy. Frank back to Jeremy. That's going to go to the other side. Tavish will chase this one down. Frank with the one-timer. That'll go off a defensive stick. Whittle along the boards. Hollenbach holds the blue line. Palmer breaks that one out. Palmer towards the goal. That'll go off. Teeing off the post. Comets breaks this one back into the zone. Brody with the shot. Leo get a pat on that one, send that one to the boards. Brody holds the zone, sends it back deep. We got Campen, Dutton, Diego Sims, Darren Peddington, and McDade out. All right, Dutton from, I don't know, mid-circle on the boards, gets one through the goalie, so Dutton with the goal. I'm not sure about the assist. We got 1:53 remaining in this first period, and a score, Comets 2, Palmer Pioneer 0. Gavin Dutton with the face-off. McDade and Campen up front. Campen towards the goal. There's going to be a penalty on Comets. So McDade will draw that penalty. think it was a hooking call. Let's see. 1:39 remains in the first period. Comets 2, Palmer Pioneers 0. 2 minutes ago on the clock for McDade's penalty, so we'll go on power kill here as soon as the clock catches up. There we go. All right. Dutton with the face-off. We got Camp and Dutton. Darren and I don't know the other defense is. All right, into the offensive zone we go. Palmer. Campen trying to hold the zone, burn some time for the penalty kill. Good pressure by Campen. Palmer finally breaks this one out. Palmer sends that one towards the goal. That'll go high up over the goal. Okay, Campen's going to break this one out. Palmer turns this one around center ice. Right back into the zone we go. So Palmer trying to take a shot. Palmer will get the save on that one. Comets come up with a rebound, send it back to the blue line. Palmer holds his own, sends it right back in. Palmer comes out to neutral ice. Right back into the zone with the shot. Palmer with the save. 29 seconds remain on the Comet penalty. 7 seconds remain in the first period. Comets up by 2. Heyman's going to take this face off. All right, so that's the buzzer for into the first period. So into the first period, we have a score: Comets 2, Palmer 0. Comets will start the second period on a penalty kill. 22 seconds remain on the McDade penalty.
You've had some competition tonight.
Minute periods for this game. A little longer than our normal 12-minute periods. All right, start of the second period. That'll bring out Bruce Lynn, Leo Sillers, Frank, and Jeremy. 20 seconds remains on that penalty kill for the Comets. So Comets win that face-off, send it into the zone. Jeremy holds the blue line. Need 4 seconds remain on that. penalty. Leo up to Jeremy. All right, Frank into the zone. Frank's gonna work this one around the back of the net. Gets it over to Tavish. Tavish with the tap towards the goal. Loose puck, but goalie will finally cover. Haven't done with the face-off. We got Campen and McDade out as forwards. Holland back and Colby Wayman back deep. Palmer's going to break this one out. Nice back check by Campen. Colby up to McDade. McDade to Campen. Campen back to Dutton. Colby over to Hollenbach in the Palmer zone. Palmer controls. Palmer sends that one all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call on Palmer. Back to the offensive zone we go. That'll bring out Heyman, Pepin, and Gastrock for the front line. Diego and Headington back deep. Pepin with the face-off. Darren sends that one deep into the zone. Colin Heyman's going to chase that one down into pressure. Diego taps that one forward over to Pepin. Pepin towards the goal. Goalie will cover. 13:02 remains in the second period. Comets 2, Palmer 0. Bennett with the face-off. Bennett to Darren. Darren towards the goal. Glove saved by the Palmer Pioneer goalie. Bennett with the face-off. Bennett back to Diego. Diego towards the goal. Gastrock to Callan. Gastrock to Pepin. Can't quite get a shot off before the defense takes over. Headington. Oh, shot by the Palmer Pioneers. That's gonna, I think, hop over Connor's pad and go up. Oh! Alright, that one, Palmer with the shot that takes a weird hop off of Connor's pad. And Palmer on the board. So, Comets 2, Palmer 1, 12:29 remains in the second period. Frank with the face-off. We got Whittle and Brody up front. Sillers and Bruce back deep. Palmer holds the line, sends it towards the goal. Frank will take over, send that. Oh, sorry, Bruce will take over, send that up to Brody. All right, that one comes out of the zone. Oh, Palmer with a nice pass. Nice back check by all the Comets. Comets come away with it. Oh! Bruce towards the goal. That'll go off a defender, go wide to the boards. Palmer comes away, brings that one out of the zone. Frank to Bruce. Bruce back to Frank. Frank into the zone. Oh. All right, Colby Wayman's going to pick that one up, send it up to McDade. McDade into the zone. Sends it towards the net. That'll be wide. Hampton's going to tap that one away, turn this one back into the offensive zone. Hampton to McDade. McDade back to Campen. Campen towards the goal. Oh, nice shot. Goalie recover. Good pressure on the net by the Comets squad. We got Dutton, McDade, Campen up front, Wayman and Hollenbach back deep. Campen to his defense. Wayman sends that towards the goal. That'll go just wide of the net. McDade picks this one up, sends it out to Colby. Colby over to Hollenbach. Hollenbach to Dutton. Dutton to McDade. McDade into the zone. McDade to Dutton. Moves it off his stick. And back they come into the defensive zone. Colby Wayman turns this one around. McDade behind the Comet net. Looking for Dutton, changes his mind, goes the other way. Wayman to Campen. Campen out of the zone, sends that one up the boards. Palmer Pioneers come over. McDade catches the pass, sends it back in towards the goal. That'll go high wide. McDade with a nice center. Pepin towards the goal. On the defense will pick that one up. Colby Wayman in a foot race with the Palmer player. He gets there first, sends nice pass up to McDade. McDade into the zone. Pepin behind the Palmer net. Pepin, looking for Heyman. That one's going to go wide. Palmer breaks this one out of the zone. Palmer towards the goal. Heyman will pick that one up. Palmer back towards the goal, sends it towards the center. Connor will get a glove on that one and cover. 9:01 remains in the second period. We got Comets 2, Palmer 1. Heyman with the face-off. Heyman, Pepin, Gastrock up front. Gastrock out of the zone. Towards the goal. That'll be a shot. Pepin picks up the rebound. Heyman comes in for a rebound. Palmer recovers. Good pressure on the net. So Callan just getting back from injured reserve out on the ice. Nice to see him back on the ice. Breaks back on the ice from a recent injury. So I think we got maybe a full squad for the Comets here today. Gastrock with the face-off, and Headington, Diego back deep. Palmer into center ice. Nice back check by the Comets. Callan into the corner. Callan behind the net. Banks it off the boards. Chases that one down. Diego's going to come in for pressure. Diego up to Callan. Callan out of the zone. Pepin and Gastrock. All right, so Palmer, number 96, Palmer, will go to the penalty box, I believe, for an interference call. Let's see what goes up on the board here.
Player from the bench.
Oh, okay, so We got a two and a. We got 2 Palmer players in the penalty box right now. So we got a 2 and a. I don't know if it was a 10 or what. All right, Brody over to Jeremy. Jeremy trying to work this one around. Goes behind the Palmer net. Brody's going to go to the other side for pressure. Palmer trying to break this one out. Lynn sends that one deep into the zone. Frank's going to chase that one down. Frank to Jeremy. Jeremy looking for a center.
Point! Point!
Let's see. Leo to Brody. Brody to Frank. Frank circling around. That one's going to come over to the boards. Palmer's going to come away with it. Good speed by Frank. Nice back check. That one, puck makes its way over to Bruce. Bruce to through the players. Oh! Sends it all the way in. Oh! Bruce to Frank. Frank tries for the one-timer. Campen to Lynn. Lynn, tries to chip it into the net. That one's going to go wide. McDade to Callan. Callan up the ice. Okay, Dutton's going to turn this one around. Looks like it got back on sides, but offsides on Williams, so we'll come out for a face-off circle. Clean up the lines.
20 seconds left on the penalty.
We got Colby and Max back deep. William, Dutton, and Max up front. Okay, Colby to Hollenbach. Hollenbach to McDade. Okay, Colby's going to tap this one up. William into the zone, chase this one down. Nice pressure by William. Good forecheck. Okay, Colby holds the blue line. Colby to William. William to Dutton. Dutton towards the goal. Goalie will cover.
Shot distribution.
Gastrock with the face-off. We got Pepin and Heyman up front. Peddington and Sims back deep. Gastrock with the face-off. Oh! Nice shot by Darren. Goalie saves. Diego Sims back. Sends that backhand up to Peddington. Peddington to Pepin. Pepin into the zone. Callan with a shot. Oh, you'll get a pat on that one. Callan trying to chase that one down. Pepin trying to work this one towards the goal. Palmer will come away with it. Palmer sends it way up the ice. Connor's going to touch that one. It looks like it was just coming towards the goal, so no icing call there. Oh. All right, Diego to Pepin. Pepin out of the zone. Pepin to Gastrock. Gastrock into traffic. Callan swings around. Oh, Callan. Oh, Bennett with the turnover towards the goal. Oh. Several shots. Oh, yep. Palmer's going to get a penalty on that guy. All right, so good pressure on the net by the Comets. Palmer comes in for a late hit. so that'll be number 76. Oh, head contact and misconduct. Yeah, I heard that. What was that? 10? So, and the other guy got. All right, so we got 3 Palmer Pioneers in the box right now, 2 10-minute penalties. Somebody serving the 2-minute, so 2 misconducts on Palmer. So, Jeremy, oh, nice. Leo holds the blue line. Bruce and Leo back deep. We got Jeremy, Brody, and Frank up front. Oh, Palmer. Way too much control with the puck for Comets being on a penalty, a power play. All right, behind the Palmer net, Leo tries to turn this one in, pops it up to Brody. Palmer's going to turn it back into the zone. 1:14 on the 2-minute penalty for Palmer. Frank finally finds a little room, skates this one out of the zone. Frank towards the goal. That'll go wide high. Bruce towards the goal. That'll go wide. Goalie might have gotten a bit of a tip on that one. Bruce to Brody. Brody into the zone. Hampton into the zone. Bruce up. All right, so 32 seconds remain on the 2-minute penalty. 2:39 in the period. Comets 2, Palmer 1. We got Campen, McDade, and Dutton out on the ice. For forward, Wayman and Palmer with all right. Comets kind of avert a crisis there. So Gavin Dutton into the zone towards the net. Goalie saves. Hollenbach to Dutton. Dutton back to Hollenbach. Hollenbach towards the goal. Goalie will get a glove on that one, tip that one wide. McDade towards the net, drops that to Gavin. Gavin with a nice shot. Campen's going to chase the rebound down. Palmer comes away with it. We got Colby coming in for defense. Hollenbach to McDade. That one's going to come back to center ice. Campen into for pressure. Colby to McDade. McDade into the zone. Turns it the other direction. McDade to Campen. Tries to get a backhand shot off. That'll be wide or off the goalie's glove. McDade to Dutton. Dutton with the one-timer. Nice shot, good pressure from the Comets on the goal, and nothing drops. All right, so we got the 2 10-minute penalties still in the penalty box for the Palmer Pioneers. 1:12 on the clock. Comets 2, Palmer 1. That'll bring out Gastruck, Pepin, and Payman. Eddington and Diego back deep. Eddington towards the goal. That'll go off the goalie's pads and deep to the boards. Bennett's going to chase this one down for pressure. Oh, that one gets through Darren's stick. Diego to Pepin. Offsides by Palmer. So 50 seconds remain in the second period. Pepin with the face-off. Palmer turns this one into the defensive zone. Nice defense by Diego. Pepin's going to skate this one into the zone. Gastrock and Heyman follow him in. Into the corner we go. Pepin, or Palmer, sends that one behind the Palmer net. Diego holds. Oh, no, that one's going to slip out of the blue line, so that'll be offsides by the Comets. And that'll bring out Bruce, Leo, Frank, Jeremy, and Tavish. Frank with the face off. Bruce up to Frank. Jeremy into the zone. Palmer's going to turn that one around. Frank over to Tavish. And that'll finish out the second period. So, two Palmer players still serving the misconduct 10-minute calls in the penalty box. Not sure how much remains on those penalties. Into the second period, we've got a score of Comets 2, Palmer 1.
World Series fans, update. After 2 innings, 0-0. Palmer fans, I think the team wants to hear from him. Hey, Palmer fans, I think your team would like to hear from you. Wow, easy to go right with it and into it. How about it, Comet fans?
Alright, there's the cheer. Comets will start taking the ice for start of the third period. We got Connor Dickey heading to the net. Leo Stillers, Bruce Lynn, Jeremy Riddle, Frank Gregerson, and Tavish Brody out on the ice. Frank's going to take this face off to start us off in the third period. Jeremy and Tavish up front. Leo and Bruce backbeat. Brody into the zone, sends that one to the net. Foley will get a glove save on that one. I put the face off. Frank. Leo towards the goal. That'll go off a jersey and come out of the zone. Leo Sillers is going to scoop this one down. Send it up to Brody. Brody to Jeremy towards the goal. Frank picks up the rebound, sends it back to Jeremy. Jeremy to Brody. Brody towards the goal. Bruce towards the goal. That's going to go all the way down and be an icing call on the Comets. So 13:59 remains of the third period. Comets 2, Palmer Pioneers 1. Gavin Dutton with the face-off. We got Campen and McDade out at forward, Wavin and Hollenbach back east. Hollenbach out of the zone, sends that to Dutton. Dutton back to Campen. Dutton with the face-off.
1984 up here.
Dutton to McDade. McDade into the
We'll
zone.
get to what the kids want to hear shortly.
Oh,
I got a lot of
no.
headbanger music in the first part of it, and then it turns into rap.
Hollenbach comes forward, takes that around. Oh, sends it towards the goal. That's going to go behind the Palmer net. Palmer scoots that one out. That's going to come all the way down the ice for an icing call. And that'll bring out Gastra, Heyman, Pepin. Diego and Peddington. Bennett with the face-off. Bennett to Heyman. Palmer is going to skate that one out. Bennett with the turnover, neutral ice. Drop pass to Pepin. Pepin with the shot. Oh, high over the goal. Bennett trying to work this one around. He's going to get turned around. Diego holds the blue line, sends that deep into the zone. Heyman up and in for pressure. Hey, Heyman is going to skate that one up of the circles to the other side. Palmer's going to send that one out. Darren causes the turnover. Sends that one towards the goal. Oh. Pepin with the shot. Palmer comes away with it. All right. Comets trying to break this one out.
Out.
Darren towards the goal. That'll be wide. All right, Bruce up to Jeremy. Jeremy into the zone. To Frank. Uh-oh. Good speed by Bruce. Brings it back. All right. Bruce over to Jeremy. Jeremy trying to work that one to Frank. Frank's going to get a hold of it, but Palmer in for pressure. Jeremy's going to turn this one around, send it over to Frank. Good defense by Palmer. All right, Palmer breaks this one out of the zone. We got Colby into the zone. Palmer breaks this one out of the zone. Oh. Shot by Palmer. Doesn't. Oh, he's loose pocket over the net. Defense gonna send that one wide. Colby sends it out. Icing on the Comets. So that'll come back to the offensive zone. Two almost close calls by Connor. But Connor will get some 2 saves for that. Okay. Heyman with the face-off. We got Pep Gastrock up front.
The other way with it, guys.
Okay. All right, stuck in the defensive zone here. Headington's going to come away with that. Up to Gastrock. Nice pass. Gastrock into the zone. Gastrock around his defender with the shot. Oh, too high. Allen to Pepin. Pepin, oh, looking for Bennett. Allen with the backhand. Oh, off the post. Oh. Nice work by the Comet line. All right. Bruce up to Whittle. Whittle through the neutral zone. Into the offensive zone. That's going to come back. Bruce to Frank. Frank back to Bruce. Bruce to Frank. Frank into the zone. Frank with the shot. Oh, he'll get a pad on that one. Sillers holds the blue line. Sends that to Jeremy. Jeremy back to Sillers. That's going to get past his stick. Come out of the zone. Nice back check by Bruce. Bruce to Brody. Brody into the zone. Brody towards the goal. That'll go off of Palmer, go wide. Frank to... Frank to Bruce. Bruce with the nice pass to Brody. Brody tries to get one off. Can't quite find the open hole. Leo to Frank. Oh, okay. Hollenbach to Whittle. Whittle into the zone. So Comets working this one out of the defensive zone. McDade drops that to Dutton. Dutton into pressure. Palmer's gonna come out. Hollenbach to Campen. Campen into pressure. All right, that one will squirt back to the defense. Ooh, nice shot by Colby. Colby, that'll rebound off some skates. Oh, Dutton with a shot. Defense will pick that up. Good defense by the Palmer Pioneers. Palmer ties that one up. All right, Bennett with the face-off. Bennett into the zone. Almost gonna take that one out. Headington. .529 remains in the third period. Bennett, oh, dropping that one off to Pepin. Pepin to Diego. Diego to, Pepin towards the goal. Almer will pick that one up. Bennett to Diego. Diego trying to work that one out. Palmer breaks that one out. Peddington to Heyman. Heyman around the net. All right, we got Frank into the zone. Oh, Frank! It's a beautiful pass to Cooper. Cooper with the shot. Goalie saves. Leo. Oh, Bruce with the shot. Palmer breaks it out of the zone. Leo over to Bruce. Comets reform. Bruce into the zone. Oh, nice turnover. Sends that one towards the goal. That'll be wide. Jeremy. Oh. Leo is going to get back for that one. Leo to Jeremy. Frank into the zone. 3:35 remains in this game. We got a tie score. McDade, Wayman, Hollenbach out on the ice. We got Whittle, Gregerson, and Brody up front. Hollenbach comes away with this one. Oh, nice pass to Dutton. Dutton towards the goal. Goalie saves. All right, 3:10 remains in the third period. Tie score. We got Gavin Dutton with the faceoff. William and McDade up front. Wayman and Hollenbach back deep. Campen into the zone. McDade. Oh, goal! Yeah! Campen squeaked one in, so McDade assist, Campen goal. Nice little poke from a rebound that came loose puck in front of the net. Campen taps it in. Let's see, we got Dutton up to Campen. Oh, that's going to be offsides by the Comets. That'll bring out Colin, Cooper, Bennett, Darren, and Diego. Bennett with the face-off. Nice face-off by Bennett. Bennett back to Peddington. That's going to go out of bounds. And so we'll try that face-off one more time. Bennett to Diego. Palmer into the zone. All right, let's see. Diego up to Bennett. Oh, Palmer's going to send that one towards the goal. Nice save by Connor. 2:11 remains in this game. Comets 3, Palmer 2. Bennett, Heyman, Pepin up front. Diego and Peddington back deep. Bennett with the face-off. Nice face-off by Bennett. Oh, nice pass up to Cowan. Cowan's in a foot race. Cowan with the shot. Good shot by Cowan. Goalie saves. Pepin trying to turn this one around into the zone. Oh, Pepin with the drop pass to Cowan. That's just wide of a stick. Nice thinking. Nice defensive pressure by Diego. Holds that one wide. Bennett into the zone. Whittle looking for Bennett. Palmer, oh, nice. Diego up to Brody. Brody with the one-timer. Can't quite get it to the goal. Oops.
Under a minute.
Bruce into the Comet zone. Oh. Stillers comes away with it, sends it back to neutralize. Frank is going to come in for pressure. Bruce. Oh. Palmer sends that one towards the goal. Brody. Let's see. Empty net for Palmer. 22 seconds remain in the game. Palmer. Bit of a mosh pit on the ice here. Comets chip that one out. Oh, Jeremy, nice pressure. Oh. Comets can't control long enough to get a shot, but they hold off the clock long enough to get the win. So, Comets, final score, Comets 3, Palmer 2. Nice job by the Comets. And that'll finish us off for games this weekend. We'll be back in action, I think, in about a week for another game. And then we got the Peninsula Power Play Tournament coming up. So lots of coverage coming up. Next couple of weeks. We'll hope you stay tuned.
All right, everybody, that's it from Palmer. Stay tuned to the channel for the next game, which I believe is next week, but I'm not sure. So just check the next game on the channel there, and we'll see you then.